What up, intellectuals? We're gonna play Shank 2 this time. Remember all that time back when I played the first one? I remember all the bad times back from then as well. There is a campaign mode, there is a hard and normal mode. We're gonna play on hard, but I'm gonna sync up and we're gonna take it from there. In Half-Life 2 episode 1 I said that Stop Killing Games initiative for collecting signatures is coming to an end. However, there's another option that I want you to know about. It's Digital Fairness Act, that you can give feedback about games being destroyed and such. So campaign mode, hard, we gon' pick a sledgehammer because I can. I finished the game on normal before, Shogun, and I'm gonna go with mines because there are still achievements for that I can complete. And first cutscene then, a few things. When it comes to skin, since I've got some, we might as well start with whatever is not default. We're gonna have enough defaults in the cutscene. The last game was about how Shank was a member of the cartel and he had a bit of a conscience, so he stopped following orders. So the order was to kill his girlfriend, and she was pregnant, so he went on a revenge spree to kill Cesar for giving that order.
Stop right there. Take my money. This is all I have. Huh? Look at this clown.
Oh man, I'm gonna need backup.
The booze was so volatile that when it hit the air, it basically started smoking. Right. Soon enough they'll tell us that this time the issue is that cartels are gone because we destroyed one of them from the inside, and instead the main villain is gonna be a warlord, essentially. You know, this is like South America, banana republics, where anyone in power is gonna be a general who's gonna try to start off his own revolution and take control by military coups. Now this game, pretty much just like the previous one, is about playing it to see what's it all about and then playing it again and again to get better scores. It is an arcade. I can't guarantee that it's gonna be phenomenal. I'm definitely gonna be better than some. There we go. Now also controls is something that kept me up at night. They give you some scheme for a controller. For instance, I'm playing on control this time. They give you some scheme for the controls. There we go. And you know, you don't know what you want from the game, and then you start playing and some ingrained instincts from different games kick in, or at least they did when it comes to me. Alright, that's too late and not necessary. I started messing about, press a few buttons, and it wasn't. I was mashing, so it wasn't happening. What I wanted wasn't really happening. So I remapped it, and then I remapped it again. So Magnus, that's the guy that we need to deal with. Mapped and remapped it, and you know, you have to adjust to every change. So I don't know if it will be as well, going as well as I wanted to. Right. This is the mines. Oops. There we go. He's not dead yet. Let's fix that. Also, when you play on just keyboard and mouse, it turns it into a twin stick shooter, where your cursor is on the screen is going to determine which way you're attacking and where is your weapon pointing at. Which is weird, because for instance when you're going left and the cursor is to the left of your character, you're going to be attacking left, dodging left as well. It's going to be hard to face things. It's not optimal. I actually suggest that you play with some sort of a controller. I borrowed mine from a pal who's broke his PS4. because the PlayStation 3 controller, there we go, that I borrowed even earlier, goes completely bonkers currently. So I'm not gonna bother with that. I needed something new. Now, do I need... Ah, shit. Combo's going up. Combo up. That's what's important. And I unfortunately got to reload. And now, which way was I aiming? Okay. Now, die already. There we go. Now, get the items before they disappear and I lose the points. There we go, and this is for use. Right, so important things. There's been important things going on that I hadn't had time to talk about yet. There's a big initiative going on, unfortunately, starting with UK essentially, where they want to protect children from all the evil in the world by mandating and requiring official, actual, legal, state-mandated ID to be shown to the website to confirm that you are in fact an adult. It's not enough to just click and tick a box that says I'm 13 or older. And it's an issue, right? On one hand, of course, they're saying think of the children. Won't someone think of the children? And wouldn't you want to protect children? Of course you would, right? Only, however, I don't think I've got a metaphysical substrate to argue against that. You do want to take care of your children, you want to protect them from bad things. Saying that you grew up watching porn when you were 12 is not an argument. Not a good one, at least. Okay. That's a gram, that's a pounds. Oh, I have to be careful here. There we go. Is that a score? I guess. Some of it, at least. So, I can't say that it's immoral or a bad argument to try to protect the children. Unfortunately, we all know that the bigger problem is that it seems like a large potential for abuse of power rather than this not being appropriate. Are you against protecting children? So you will definitely sign the thing here, and you will agree for this law being implemented. And like I said, unfortunately, that will also add more power to others. So it will, because right, the worry is that the government issued IDs are going to be now available to some schmoes service providers, and that's a weak link. That's a way to get your data leaked. Is one thing. It's no longer your email, so you're gonna get spam. You can actually lose your identity and get money be borrowed in your name, and you're gonna have to pay it off, not them. Good camera here. Bang. Thank you, man. So everyone is definitely not happy about the abuse potential. Right, that's not really what I wanted, but it's fine. Basically, yeah. Also, roll does not speed you up. And he does that too. Yeah, like that. Right, we managed somehow. Wasn't perfect, unfortunately. I keep forgetting that he can just, off the ground, get up with an attack. Use.
Thank you. You may need this.
If only he could have reached that chainsaw with his feet or something to cut his own binds and kill his captors. Now we're carrying a chainsaw, unfortunately, but one way or another, the next mission we'll be able to gear up again. It's fine, I guess. I mean, you know, also clearly the progression is.
Hey, did you hear about the guy who took out Cesar? Mess.
Brought over from the previous save. We are playing New Game Plus essentially, trying to say. So I've got other weapons available to me from the start. I'm pretty sure that's how this works. It's been a while since I played. Also, I don't know if there are quick going checkpoints where I'm able to stop and come back later, or do I have to finish an entire level? That's not to say that the episodes are gonna be longer than 30 minutes or something. It's that maybe I'll record a multiple in a sitting, but you won't know. I'll just cut it. Ah, shit. There's a problem with these fat guys, because first off they have that off the ground move, like that, and they can pretty much sync their attacks such that you'll have cooldown on your iframes, and they will be... oh shit, right. Cooldown off of... and I lost all my points by the way as well, so that's cool. Oh, I'm fighting the boss again. Mini boss at least. Can't skip that though. So that's suboptimal. I'm already losing, man. So potential for abuse, right? However, what's the argument for protecting children? Well, that the children would be hurt. However, the actual metaphysical, ethical argument against just protecting children like that with this legislation is that not only, of course, like I was saying, not only would not only would the children be necessary to provide identification that they're of age to use the services provided by a given website, but also the adults would be required to do that. And so that gives the government information about the users that they can use against them.
Thank you.
Now, what's the argument against protecting children? Why wouldn't you want to protect children? It goes a long way, actually, starting with how schools were made to first off teach a job to children, so that the oligarchs could have a cheap and qualified labor right away, where children could work in the factories and know what they're doing instead of trying to incur collateral damage or something like that when they inevitably get themselves rolled into an industrial machine. Right, I can't stun them from that. Yeah, like that, they can sink it, like I said. Use the mind. There we go. And then, since then, it was decided that it would be way beneficial if the children had a diverse education in many fields, because that improves society actually, which allows for the improvement of the future as well, you know, technical education, making actual discoveries instead of just being taught to labor more for someone else. So from there, use this key. From there, the tides have shifted again, and people are saying, why would I want to learn about my language or this complex math if I'm not using it in real life? I want to learn a job. And so, you know, we've got the tides flipped completely. OTG, there we go. The range on the attacks are pretty horrendous. Short ones at least. I think we've got a little bit of a longer range shooting weapon, right? Can I jump up there? No, actually. Nor do I have a healing item anywhere around to not die in the next stage. Oh, there we go. Just like what I needed. Drink that. As we all know, drinking makes you healthier. I'm full, alright. But other than that, it's not that... ah, shit. Fuck. Why am I having grenades instead of mines? I picking up grenades because that's what the bag gives me? And I'm dead.
I'm gonna take this tire and shove it up your anus!
Was there a key to not so much restock as change loadout? Where are you going? Not done with you, bitch. Alright, I was supposed to Google some optimal combos for maximum scores, and I didn't. Ow. Shit. Ass. Throw me towards the bottle at least. I can't drink that fast enough. If only I was more of a practice drinker, huh? Fuck. There we go. Slightly more healthy. If I could have avoided being hit and it would have been better for my health. And score, apparently.
I'll sit on you and you can have an inside view of my ass!
I can even change the skin of the menu. Fuck. Bitch! It shouldn't die. I can't hold the stick sideways to dodge either. I have to continually re-center it to do it again. Each dodge is another input. I can't hold them. Fuck. Maybe the mine could have been better spent on multiple enemies. I can do it now. Fuck! Imagine a human being 4 times bigger than any other one. It's also sort of interesting that they're actually tracking the enemy health bar in the middle of the cutscene, or like a finisher. Fuck. Bitch! I was dodging.
Come on, man. Let's get the hell out of here. That was crazy stuff you pulled there. Are you part of the rebellion?
What rebellion?
The rebellion against Magnus's new army. The new army was supposed to eliminate cartels, but they just seem to be taking over where the cartels left off. Drug smuggling, kidnapping, and now murder.
We stand for freedom! We will destroy the radical guerrillas. And crush this plague upon our land!
He looks only slightly like Hitler.
It's no use. You only have a few months, General.
I have an idea.
Transplant. Look at my shit score. Look how much I fucking lost. At least it was on hard. Next, we still can use this loadout, but a different skin, just to, you know, mix it up.
So, you finally come home. We got worried when you just disappeared.
Karina.
Shank, we need your help. Join the Resistance.
You're in the Resistance?
At least I'm doing something.
I don't do causes. I'm only here to see Elena.
Since when did you care?
Since now.
Now our hero is reluctant since he doesn't have a private cause to chase.
So which one of you cockroaches killed Razor and torched our camp? Okay then, I'll just return the favor.
Or does he? Right, so the whole point is that, of course, the education went from private, being driven by the companies to just increase profits, to public, where the public decided that it would be good if the government started building schools, you know, the thing that a regular single person probably cannot do, other than if you're a fucking massive oligarch benefiting from child labor. So yeah, so that's not necessarily bad that the state is providing you with education. Our guy here again, he seems to stick around in levels, huh? Seeming like. So it's not that the state provides education. However, it turns out that the populace seems to have decided that they can push more and more onto an educational system rather than needing to do shits themselves. They
You get all that.
Nice. That explosion is a little bit ridiculous. So throwing more onto the educational system, since they're no longer expected to teach their children everything, because we actually do have a large body of knowledge and your parents are not specialized in everything to just teach you everything themselves. As that obligation is delegated to school systems. And since your child is now spending like 6 to 8 hours at school away from home, your parents have less time to actually raise you. So the necessity of raising you, of teaching you morals and ethics, gets shifted to schools and brought up specifically by the parents.
How come you get all that?
Fine, this time I didn't kill myself. There we go. That's what I wanted. Now they'll die, but only a little bit. I think I can pick up the machete over there, but I don't need it. I decided on a hammer for maximum damage. As you could see from the little stats. I'm not gonna be carrying it. Oh no, I will be carrying that. Yeah, you can sometimes just shoot the grayed out corpse too for more score if you're really optimizing here. So yeah, more time spent by children at the school, so you expect the school to raise your children too. And so it's not that the school or the government, it's that the parents no longer raise their children. That has been delegated to somewhere else, to school, and now seemingly it seems like the government is supposed to raise your children by protecting them from entering adults' websites. Because you don't want to do that anymore as a parent. And I'm finding an issue. Really, is it too hard to have, quote, a family computer, unquote, in like a living room so you can look at your child and see what they're doing, as opposed to having them be on a, for instance, with an American model of a family, live in a suburb in 2-story house where they have their own room upstairs, meanwhile you're lounging around in the living room downstairs and you have no idea what websites they're visiting.
I guess the boss wants them alive.
Just because it's inconvenient doesn't mean it's the wrong thing to do, to raise your fucking children and look at what they're doing actually in their free time and online. That's fine. Oh no, I lost the golden nugget. Can I run up? No. I'll always jump you away the other way around. So I lost my gold and again lost my points. I should use the mine. Oh, it's fine. I thought I'm gonna catch fire like he did, but I didn't. To summarize, what I'm trying to say is that you should take care of your children, not the government, not the school. It shouldn't be up to the government to protect your children. I shouldn't be doing that because it will blow up and set me on fire. You should be protecting your children, not the government. The government already requires the companies to use... can I... Yeah, there we go. To use companies to adhere by ESRB, for instance, to mark your video games and movies as appropriate to certain ages and what would be the problematic content in them. Mark it on the box. On the ground shot, plus 5 points. Yeah, so I don't think that bill is necessary. As usual, it's not really that we need... Often we don't need new legislation. We more need just better adherence to the current legislation, which would be oversight or actually paying attention. Something like there's a word for it, but I don't remember it right now. So I think this will be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed and hopefully we will see each other in something I play for you for free. In the meantime, of course, interact with this video and every other video on my channel, preferably by watching and sharing it with your friends. Check out the RGB rave around the like and subscribe button, and if you don't like the content, it's entirely your fault.